Hello friends, this is my story and I want to start this video off right before my poker world came crashing down. It's 2011, I'm living in Las Vegas, playing live poker full-time, betting on sporting events, and playing online to sharpen my skills. Times are going well, I have a healthy bankroll. I placed an audition video for a poker reality show with a company called Victory Poker. They were an up-and-coming website and they had a contest to sign an unknown poker player to a sponsorship deal. I was super fortunate to be one of the 30 people picked to have this massive opportunity change my life. Many perks were included in this deal, like 10K tournament buy-ins, a condo on the strip, clothes, jewelry, and a brand new car. The company had a talented roster of poker pros.
Antonio Esfandiari.
Well, I'm working right now, so I'm on the clock.
Alec Torelli.
Dan Bilzerian.
I'm Dan from Victory Poker.
The badass.
Now, Antonio Esfandiari will give you the rundown.
Team Victory competition is very unique in itself in that out of a bunch of randomly selected guys, we're going to give one of them a chance to be on Team Victory, to hang with us, to chill with us, to party with us, to play poker with us, to become one of us.
We're going to fly these members to Vegas and they're all going to be living under one roof.
They will breathe the air we breathe, and they will listen to whatever we say, and they will do whatever it takes to win.
We're going to throw these guys through a loop of surprises.
There's going to be a lot of different challenges if they want to win, and they're not going to be easy. Whether it's being hunted in the forest by Navy SEAL trained Dan Blitz,
From playing heads up with Antonio to going bull riding with Lee Markle,
or trying to fool the #1 verbal tell master in the world, Joe Navarro, whether it's going on a date with playmates and seeing who's smoother, there's going to be a lot of poker challenges. Whatever the task may be, they're going to have to prove themselves worthy to us, who will be judging and critiquing them on every single possible thing. Out of the thousands that apply, only 25 will get picked.
the stuff we're giving away, the condo, the buy-ins, the tournaments, the cars. This is the chance of a lifetime.
Wow. Every time I see these clips, I get super hyped and want to play a live session. So, before we go any further, I want to touch base on how I got here. I started playing poker seriously after Chris Moneymaker won the 2003 World Series of Poker. These iconic images started many poker careers, including mine. Then I began to play in underground games around the city and followed that up with traveling to all my local casinos. I started to put in some decent volume online and I began to read all the classic poker books. I studied metagame theory and started to subscribe to poker training sites where I was able to watch videos of top pros recording their sessions and giving valuable inside info on how to find spots to exploit your opponents. Also, being able to be part of a community of players where you can bounce ideas off greatly improved my game. So, after a few years of being a weekend grinder and a few short trips to Vegas, I decided to take a major step in my poker career and start taking longer trips alone and dedicating myself to poker. I started with 2-week trips, followed by 1 month, and then ultimately I would stay there for 6 months at a time. I ran my bankroll to 50K on several occasions before self-destructing numerous times by playing higher stakes than I normally play because I was either chasing losses and spending money off the tables at the restaurants, nightclubs, and buying designer clothes. At my lowest point, I had $9 left to my name after one of my frenzy marathon 24-hour sessions from being up 5K to down 5K. I had an early morning walk of shame to my condo, which was near the strip at the time, and I went to my local 24/7 convenience store. I needed to buy some groceries, and all I could afford was peanut butter and jam. I survived for 1 week by making sandwiches with half a loaf of bread that I had in my fridge. It was a very difficult time for me, and psychologically, it was one of the worst weeks of my life. After not leaving my unit for days, I gained the courage to ask a friend for a $2,000 loan to get back on my feet. In the coming weeks, I put my energy into my well-being, studying, and playing laser-focused sessions. I ran that 2K up to 10K, and I decided to let it all ride on one boxing event. I took my favorite fighter to win, and it was none other than the greatest boxer of all time, Floyd Money Mayweather. Thank you for being the undefeated, undisputed champ and never losing a fight. I managed to pay back my loan that night with my earnings, and I was thrilled to be back on track. I got the name Frenzy after one of those nights of partying in the club. I showed up to the poker room in the early hours of the morning with an entourage. We all got our chips from the cage and we ignored the floor manager and just table selected on our own. And the floor, I can definitely say, was not too happy with us. Then I started to order drinks for the entire table, and then the mood kind of changed. One of the players who's seen me in the room and also seen me in the nightclub says, "Hey buddy, wherever you go, a frenzy ensues." And basically we all started to laugh, and the name kind of stuck. By the summer of 2010, I saw the ad for the Victory Pro competition during the WSOP and Bluff magazine. I had until the end of the month to send in a submission, but I didn't really follow up because I was just too focused on playing cash games, and I didn't really clue into what type of opportunity this could be. After that summer, I was back home for a few months, and I started to see online that they extended the deadline for the contest. So I said, fuck it, what do I have to lose? I quickly came up with a 1-minute video and sent it in. I was on edge each day they announced a contestant. My friend called me out of the blue and was like, "Bro, you got picked." And I remember feeling this euphoric feeling like I already had won the contest. I was manifesting it for days, and I was super stoked to be a part of something this big. And having a sponsorship deal with the website was my goal, and I was working towards it. They gave us the news that the contest would be during the winter of 2011. Some of the players had school exams, so they pushed it to the summer so it can coincide with the WSOP. At the start of 2011, I left for Vegas and began to prepare myself. I studied day and night on the days that I wasn't playing live, and I was really focused on winning the competition. I knew that I had a really good chance to win, but no matter what happened, I knew that this would further my poker career. Then, on April 15th, 2011, I woke up like any other day. I turned on the computer and saw that the DOJ and the FBI had shut down all the servers to the players in the USA. I was in complete shock, and I couldn't process the severity of what just happened. We all had realized that all of our accounts had been frozen, and we didn't have any idea when we can get our money back. I heard of players having 6 figures tied up, and we basically believed that it was the end of online poker. Fortunately for me, at the time, I only had a few thousand in my account. Most of my roll was in cash, and I was spending more time grinding live, but I can truly say that my online experience paved the way to realize my live poker potential. Within some time of this news, I heard from Victory Poker, and they made an announcement about the competition, and basically they canceled it shortly after, and they were going to pull the site out of the American market. This was a huge blow for me and everyone involved. And then basically between the end of April and June, I lost close to 30K, falling into bad habits of poor bankroll management, spending money at the clubs and in boutique stores. I started to question myself. Am I good enough, or am I just a luck box? So many things were going through my head, and I was just spinning and in disarray. My 6-month lease was up at the end of June, and I came back home to contemplate my next move. This was my biggest mistake, and I should never have left Las Vegas. I should have stuck it out and kept on grinding, and everything would have straightened itself out if I would have stayed patient. A month or two had passed where I wasn't playing, and I was just focusing my time with family and friends, and I came across an ad for a new home pre-construction sale in my area. I had about 20K left after my 30K downswing in Vegas, so I decided to put a down payment on a home. The only problem was I needed proof of income, so I went back to my job that I quit 2 years earlier, and I thought I'd make a 1-year plan to regroup before making my way back to Vegas. 1 year turned into 4 years of me not playing. The odd time after that, I went to the local casino, but the visits were few and far between. Another 4 years had passed. I felt like I lost the will to play and that my time might be over. Every once in a while, I would check into YouTube and watched some strategy videos and saw the boom of poker vloggers like Andrew Nemi, Brad Owen, and Johnny Vibes. It brought back an urge to play and a feeling I miss, and I thought that I could vlog my game as well. I remember walking through that same hallway at the Bellagio on that East Side Flamingo entrance where Andrew had filmed one of his first vlogs, and I started to think that that would be the perfect way for me to get back on the grind. By the summer of 2019, I saw a contest for a poker training site called Solve for Why. They were having a boot camp in Las Vegas for a few days, and they were advertising a free entry if you submit a video on why you should be picked. So me being spontaneous, I made a video and sent it in, and I started to hit the local casino on the weekends to see if I still had the touch. The first 5 sessions were horrible. I lost every single day and I thought that I couldn't win a pot. But I stayed patient, focused, and committed to more sessions, and I saw a good string of results over a few month period. Unfortunately, the Solve for Why didn't pick me, but I was still happy that I had the opportunity and I felt that I could use this as a platform to build off. Before I know it, the 2020 world COVID pandemic hits and we are all in lockdown. Casinos close, jobs lost, and I'm unsure of what my poker future will be. During lockdown, I started watching more YouTube videos and came across Twitch, where players were streaming their play with a delay. I thought this was like the coolest thing and I was eager to learn more. I got hooked on watching streamers, so I decided that this would be a great option for me, and given the fact that we had restrictions during the pandemic and all the casinos were closed, I thought this could be my only option. I had an ancient laptop from 2010, which was totally incapable of running a stream. I watched some instructional videos for a few months on trying to learn just how to set up a stream. When I was ready, I bought a decent gaming PC with 2 monitors and I was ready to go, and I haven't looked back. I've enjoyed streaming so much this past year and I'm so grateful for all the support that I've received. I want to thank you all for watching. Please leave a comment, hit that like button and that subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. If you want to chat with me or post a hand, join the Discord. I'm proud to announce that I made a partnership with GTO Wizard. If you want to crush poker and learn GTO, this study software is for you. I have a 10% discount code off your first purchase. Also, I have a Typeform link for monthly rewards for all new signups to all world sites, so please check them out to see if you're eligible. All the links will be in the description box down below, as well as a full trailer for the Victory Poker Pro competition, so please check them out. And for now, I'm off to grind. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hello, this is Victory Poker Pro Antonio Esfandiari. I would like to say congratulations for being today's Victory Poker Pro contest winner. Can't wait to have you on the team. I liked how you just sat there and said what's up, and I really appreciate your confidence. That's what it takes to make it. So welcome.
I am willing to give 110% to this site, and I guarantee results. So I know that you'll make the right decision, Dan Fleischman, so we can get the condo ready. You can call Antonio and the crew to come over, because we're going to have a victory party for its newest member. Cheers.